Hello, everybody. Brandon Jones here. I'm joined by Mr. Kyle Bossman.
I love trailers.
And Daniel Bloodworth.
Hey, I like trailers.
It's been a while since we've done a traditional trailer score. I'm sorry to deprive you of talking about trailers, Kyle, considering you love them so much.
It's been a rough couple of months.
And we got some busy things ahead of us. I'm going on vacation. We're going to miss some trailer scores that week. Comic-Con's coming up. Hopefully we get some good trailers out of that. We still have some stuff from E3 and the days following to cover, including Minecraft Story Mode, which chose not to be at E3, but chose to be, a couple weeks after that. Just like Telltale has their own little schedule of how they do things.
Yeah.
But we finally got a little bit to see of this game, so let's talk about it. Can we just get the seedlings thing out of the way, like right at the beginning?
Yeah, it's actually super weird how much this reminds us of Seedlings.
What is Seedlings?
Seedlings is a show about a brown-haired guy who lives in Minecraft and a sassy girl who follows him and his dumb male friend, and they go on adventures within Minecraft.
Yes, done by Ian Hink and friends, one of those friends who is also very associated with Telltale.
And it's a show that we've hosted here on Game Trailers, and it's a show that's performed really well in our Xbox 360 app, actually, which is really interesting. Like, we really found a huge audience there. Did moderately well on the .com.
So we got our full disclosure out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we are vested in telling the story, and I think one of the things actually we're looking at titles now, so Your Choice, Your Story. We don't really see an example of that. Like, we never see. I think we get those in the other Telltale trailers where we actually see the text on the screen, or is it mostly just cinemas and when you see things play out?
It varies.
I think for the Game of Thrones, they absolutely don't show those during the trailers.
Would you like to see that in this instance? Like, I think I need to see a little bit more of like how the story is actually going to play out. Which of these characters I'm really going to be talking to, if not all of them, or like.
Yeah, that could be communicated without even putting text on the screen. You don't necessarily have to put text and show us inside the game, because it is a story trailer and they kind of don't want that. But you're right.
When she gives him a sword and says, "You can build this," and is like, "Is that true?" I mean, is that because you say that in your first trailer, and that sounds to me like a mechanic of something I'll be able to do in the game. Certainly, I can do that in Minecraft, and if I can't do that at all in the actual adventure, then it just raises questions, but like bad questions, not good ones.
No, I think that is exclusively there to say this is Minecraft. I think that's why that one scene is beginning of the trailer. So it's just like, oh, cool, it is Minecraft.
Yeah, I think it's actually, I really like the scene where he like puts the stuff down on the crafting table and it just looks like nothing. And it just poofs, here's a sword.
That's how it works.
Obviously, it's about the story, it's focused on the story. But I still, like, I had this question in my head, like, is this going to be different than a normal Telltale game? And it probably isn't, but I would kind of just like something to confirm or deny that, because it just, it has the potential to like really play out very differently.
One of the things that's disappointing for me is that it seems like it's telling a story within Minecraft, and it doesn't seem like it's like elevating the story of Minecraft in any way. Seems like considering how old Minecraft is, it seems like a very simple introduction to the world of Minecraft. There's not a lot here that's like, ooh, I wonder if that's going to make an appearance in the actual Minecraft game. And more just like, yep, that's Minecraft. They just discover something, and then they like tease some prophecy, but just like, it's just not enough. I like the way it's animated. I like that the way his mouth moves is actually blocky in and of itself. I like that, as opposed to doing animation, just changing out the skin of somebody's face and animating it that way. I like that it has some depth to it, and it looks great. I mean, maybe because this is like Mojang actually making like another game supposedly. Like, I wonder who's really doing the lion's share of the work here. Would have been nice to see a little bit more like a ship or something that's like, wow, compared to the stuff that the fans are making, that's incredible. Whereas this seems like, almost like the world just generates libraries like that. Like, and not necessarily something where like, whoa, you really took it to the next level and built some really crazy stuff. Or we don't really see them building anything. So kind of tame. I actually was going to. I don't want to score it yet. I mean, Blood, have you talked about it enough?
I feel like it all kind of comes across. I think it's interesting that you definitely see different types of people that they've gone to that level to, like, people have different outfits and they're soldiers and all of that kind of going on, and you can like even identify like who's got what kind of weapons. But then they have the pig like down there, and there's a pig alongside of them. It's entertaining. I think it's probably a good introduction, but I still have questions to how this will play out.
Are you interested in the story at all, Kyle?
No. I love Patton Oswalt. I think it's so exciting he's here. I think you show him more. Show more of that. Maybe it's not finished yet, you know what I mean? Like, maybe they're not all like recorded and looking good yet. But yeah, we should see more scenes of him narrating something or just his character, because that's a huge get, and that's not really communicated too much. And honestly, way negative points for the music. The music sets a real weird tone, even like contrary to like what we're seeing in the scenes. And so I'm not a big fan of the music choice.
6.5 for me.
Whoa!
I did 7, but the more I talked about it, it dropped. Yeah, I just think you really need to give us a hook. Because to me, I mean, like a 7.5 to me is just kind of like a pass. And like, yeah, we just kind of showed up and did it. And I think, yeah, that might be what this is, but I think this really had something to prove. I think a lot of people were kind of curious about, like, Telltale, you do such amazing stories, and there's like nothing here. I mean, there's really nothing, like, unless you make up your own story. And all these said was there's like a prophecy, and here's the library, and so I needed like one other thing, some other hook that's like, oh, what a fun take on the concept of Minecraft. Cough, seedlings cough.
Yeah.
What a neat angle to take. What's your score, Kyle?
I'll give it a 7. It feels weird. The trailer feels weird. The last shot you show is not everybody looking scared, but everyone looking bummed out.
Like kind of bored.
Yeah. Just that one scene where they're in a cave and like there's lava beneath them. Just a weird shot to end on. It doesn't build intrigue. I really don't like the song choice here. You have a huge opportunity here, and it is unique, and that's why I think it is a 7, and it does communicate what it is, and the lines are selected well, I guess. But yeah, we all want something more out of this.
Yeah, I'm a little higher, but pretty much echoing the same thing. I say 7.5. I think it's got enough kind of going for it to you do kind of see that they're going to go on a journey or whatever, but it's also, seedlings aside, it's also something that's been done by a lot of other people. There are a lot of people out there making their little stories in Minecraft, so I think finding a way to bring those characters to the forefront and really get to identify them is going to be the challenge for this to be the quote-unquote official Minecraft story.
I don't have to do the math on that one because I'm at least that good at math. That's probably a 7, right? You gave it a 7, I gave it a 7.5, and you gave it a 6.5. I would guess that would be a 7. So a 7, which is good. I mean, there's curiosity in a 7. There's still a little bit of intrigue in a 7. Like I'll give a 7 a chance, but I think we need a little bit more explanation, which is interesting. Like need more plot from Minecraft, but we do, especially because I love Minecraft dearly. I don't play it because I know I'd get sucked back into it just like World of Warcraft.
No, I think that's fair, Brandon. If you're going to make a story out of a Minecraft game, a game that doesn't need that, prove it. Prove why. I think that's huge, and it only kind of did that.
It'd be interesting to see if we can go visit these areas in Minecraft if they add that functionality. That would be fun.
Cool.
So yeah, more questions, more to see from Minecraft. Thank you, Kyle.
Thank you.
Thank you, Blood. See you guys soon.
Yeah.